up next, it's a heavyweight collision between Conor McGregor and Daniel Cormier. Well, here he is, folks, a true renaissance man, the future UFC Hall of Famer, Daniel Cormier. So, father of two, high school wrestling coach, two-division UFC champion. But it wasn't enough to just be in the game. Now you're commentating your own walkouts.
It's magic. It's magic, John. I am now add magician to my list of accomplishments as I walk to the octagon, at the same time calling the walk to the octagon. And I must say, of all the octagon walks, this has to be the best one that I've seen. Look how good looking. He tucks his shirt into his pants, he tucks his pants into his socks. What a fashion statement Daniel Cormier makes as he walks to the octagon.
And people who really know you know how much humility there is underneath those 235 plus pounds. But what you have accomplished in mixed martial arts is not going to be duplicated by a lot of individuals. The boxing catching up to the wrestling. Shout out to Rosendo Sanchez and Javier Mendez, Bob Cook, everybody else. You have really become one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, and you put that status on the line yet again here tonight.
Thank you, John. You're so sweet.
Well, as you'd expect, a Super Bowl feel in this arena here tonight because the biggest superstar in mixed martial arts history, Conor McGregor, is back. The celebrities are out in droves, all of them to see the former two-division UFC champion, the notorious Conor McGregor.
The stars always come out when the notorious one steps in the octagon, and he's earned that right. He is the biggest star in mixed martial arts, not only in mixed martial arts, but in sports across all platforms. One of the best fighters the UFC has ever seen. Not only a great fighter, but a great spokesman, a great salesman, and a guy that people always want to see.
And DC, we know you move that celebrity needle, but you don't move it like Conor McGregor.
Not like the notorious one.
We talk so much about his star power and what he has done for the sport, and rightfully so, that sometimes we don't spend enough time talking about just how skilled a fighter this is when it comes to distance management, the striking skills. We'll see how it goes for him here in the return tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. McGregor is 32, Cormier is 41. He weighed in at 205 pounds. McGregor will have a 2-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a wrestler holding a professional record of 22 wins, 3 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of San Jose, California, Daniel D.C. Cormier. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 22 wins, 6 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, the notorious Conor McGregor! And when the action begins, a referee in charge, Yves Levine.
The veteran Yves Levine draws the assignment here.
Ready?
All right, here we go with round 1. You are paid to tell us what you think is going to happen as an analyst. We have a striker, we have a grappler. Doesn't always play out that way, but what are you expecting to see in this one?
I'm expecting the grapplers to try and go and make contact with his opponent. If he can make contact, he can drag this fight to the mat. I expect the striker to try and maintain range with his jab, with his kicks, to make this a stand-up affair.
Just misses with the straight left hand. Oh, and there's a takedown attempt, DC. Not a great one. Might as well tell your opponent you're shooting, huh?
Yeah, he's your best friend. Tell him that you want to take him to his back and watch him defend and then beat you up with the fight stand.
All right, so a near-perfect entry there, and finally he gets his first takedown of the fight, and they say if at first you don't succeed, try again. Was able to get him down.
Persistence pays, and that's what we saw with this young man. Over and over, he shot for takedowns and tried to mix it up, and he got defended. But eventually, he got it done. Now, what does he do with this top control?
Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Big knee to the body!
That one was thrown to end the fight. Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Oh, he might be out. Oh! 2 minutes have expired off the first round clock. Oh!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Conor McGregor. Oh, nice strike by McGregor, though.
I mean, Conor McGregor is a fantastic striker, and once again, that skill is on display.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Back to the feet. Oh, man, how many head kicks can one man absorb before getting separated from his conscience?
One, normally.
I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety Bird over the top of his head. When you take a look like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Oh, that's a hell of a kick right there. He gets on the feet. His opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again.
Just a slip there. Oh, a huge block there. Big knee there to the chest.
Every time these guys come together, man, you just...
Strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up. But you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
And they separate. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are. Because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs. And if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them.
And this might just be a matter of time.
Oh, he might have got one too.
And there it is!
Oh, my goodness!
Right, I mean, how do you not admire the focus of this young fighter? You could tell he was looking for that submission much earlier in the round, but he didn't want to rush it. He stayed patient, let the setup do its thing, and ultimately the submission materializes organically late in the round. High-level stuff out of that young fighter here tonight. All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That is a finish they will likely be talking about for some time. Big win, major statement made to the rest of this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Evil D's called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 38 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a guillotine choke, Daniel DC.